you're fighting there, like Susan and me. We had this scene. We were rolling around in mud.
in the mud. Yeah,
and this is not a mud that is artificial.
Yes, yes.
They used real
the
mud.
real mud. Yes, yes.
So we were fighting there, you know, and sometimes you're in the like 28 de Mayo where I almost died because we were supposed to be carried away by the strong current.
Oh my gosh.
Things like that.
Yeah,
Well,
because
it wasn't
what
easy.
people see is just the glitz and glamour
Yeah.
of show business.
Yes.
And they don't know about, you know, getting up early, traveling,
Yes.
Forever.
location. Yeah, waiting for everybody else.
And we
then
didn't have the
actually
red
doing-
carpet yet.
Yes, yes.
Where movie stars walk around dressed in their best gowns.
You didn't have
No,
that. It's
we
like
didn't
what,
have that.
It's like what Lizelle and Albert
No,
produced
we
before.
didn't have that.
Yes.
In my time, no.
And would you have like awards nights?
I don't remember ever attending an awards night.
So when you were
there
younger,
was an award for, let me see, box office star, something like that.
So when you were younger, and what did you think you would be when you get older? Since
Oh.
you didn't think you were going to be a movie star.
No, that is the last thing in
So
my
what did you think
mind.
you were going to be? A
well,
teacher?
No, at that time, you know, when you're 14, you have no idea. But all I knew was that I was going to go to school. So to prepare me for whatever life has to, I wanted to be an ambassador.
Well, you still
No
can.
That was my dream.
So we'll just wait for that role to be
Yes.
for Cutie's
For
husband.
Cutie.
Yeah.
I hope that, as I was saying earlier,
Okay, we'll make a novena.
I said, Cutie, I know someday I want you to marry an ambassador because she's so perfect.
Yeah.
For
Because
that role.
she would be a
For the
perfect
ambassador's
wife.
yes.
Exactly. It's like she would also be perfect
Yes.
as a politician's wife.
Yes.
But she's going to be the politician herself.
Yes. But being a politician is also the same as working for the diplomatic corps.
Yes, yes.
Because you have to maintain your composure, you have to be nice to everybody, even when you feel like crying.
Yes.
And I think that Cutie is really, really going to be successful. I had already done my homework. I've been asking around in Cebu. And they said, you are a shoe-in. So even now, I said, I have already, offered to campaign for her.
yes.
Because I know she's going to win.
Oh my gosh. Well, with both of you there, that's half the work is over.
Whether she does
Yeah.
not, but
Yeah.
just do her best.
No, because she's good at it and she's very nice.
And she's
a
really,
very good person.
she's really working hard. She's
Yeah.
very, very hard working.
Never mind the working hard, but she's good. She can
but-
feel. She can feel for other people. That's what's good about a person
Yes.
who is
She has
in
compassion.
politics.
Yes, yes.
Because you can't be a political success if you are not good at heart. And you know, you have to be either kind
Yes, yes.
and compassionate.
Yes, yes.
And, you know, and all these things she has.
And she's good to the less
That's why I'm
fortunate
already
all the time.
campaigning for Cutie. Vote for Cutie
my
for
God.
Congresswoman.
In Cebu. What
in
district?
Cebu.
Well, we live in the city. But you know what? Wait, thank you for all the kind, beautiful, beautiful words. I surely didn't expect that. But we're going to have to go on a break. And when we come
yes.
back, we'll find out more about Amalia Fuentes, the most beautiful woman in Philippine cinema, when we come back. So don't you go away.
Nagbabalik po ang She Said at kasama pa rin po namin si Miss Amalia Fuentes. Tita Amalia, we have some presents for you.
Yes, we have.
Wow,
Here.
I love presents.
Yeah, we have some hot chocolate and facial
I
soap
love
from Classic
presents.
Herbs Corporation.
Wow.
Thank you to John and Jay, Tita Lilian, Tita Cora.
Okay.
And from R&M dried mangoes, you have mangorin, which is tamarind and mango mix, and some dried mangoes.
Oh.
Thank you to Frances
Thank you,
Maligan
thank
Shao.
you.
Yes,
We'd
we-
also like to thank SM.
Yes, SM department stores for our clothes.
Right.
And we'd like to thank Cherry of Tony and Guy. We'd also like to thank
For our hair and makeup.
TJ
TJ for Tita Amalia.
Yes.
She did her makeup
CJ is
and her
very
hair.
good. He did my hair.
Yeah.
and Bernard also.
And for me, I'd like to thank Chris for my hair and,
And
Gian, for
Gian
our
also
makeup.
for our makeup.
Thank you to Cherry, of course.
Yes. I'd also like to thank Dr. Levi Lansangan and Dr. Anna Lansangan of Shimian, Manila. Thank you also to Mert Bess of Bessas.
Thank you to Beverly Hills 6750.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, Tita Amalia.
Oh.
Okay, let's talk about your love life. No, okay.
No,
Who
wait,
was
wait,
your
wait,
Do I have one?
No. Before.
Before.
like who was your partner? Who was your kalove
The
team?
father of Annalisa was
Ah.
my first partner.
Actually, Tita Amalia was
And he
saying
was
that
also
of
my
all-
first love.
Yes, of all the guys who courted her, which, by the way, were a whole
millions,
lot.
like you also.
Everyone. She said
No,
that
because
she
we
was,
were always together.
Yeah, you were drawn to
Yeah,
the
we were
father
drawn
Ah,
of
to
that's
each
Lisa
called
other
because-
propinquity.
I was only 15 and he was also starting out in the movies.
How old was he then?
He was 16. He's 1 year
Ah.
older than me.
That's so young.
So
I
we
know,
get to
right?
see each other. Like I told you, we're supposed to report for dance lessons and all that. And I hated him because he would just watch Susan and me do the dance routine and he's laughing his head off because he's such a good dancer. It doesn't take any effort on his part to
Right.
be able to
Learn.
dance. And here we were perspiring and everything and we couldn't get it. But thank God that he was my partner. So every time I would go out of line because I'm never, what do you call that? My timing is so bad. He would always pull
Squeeze
me like
you.
that.
Right.
You know, like, So I would manage to at least, you know, but it's not healthy to have somebody like that laughing at you. And then he was also such a good actor. He
Wow.
was the first Filipino to win Asia's Best Actor.
Wow.
There was an Asian, well, I think it's still ongoing Asian Film Festival. And he was the first Filipino actor to win the, and so he was kind of, you know, like, went to his head.
What's his real name?
I just want to say.
Mapanghi.
But you know what? Tita Amalia was there when they switched from black and white to colors.
Yes.
Ah,
In
and
fact,
how
it was
was
the
that
biggest
for you?
production
Yes.
that they launched.
What was good about my era and the time that I entered the movies is that I was in both the transition to black and white, to colored, and then to all these bold films. I was there. So
All throughout.
If I can actually write a history
Yes,
of
yes,
Philippine
yes.
movies because
Right.
when I entered, they had all these actresses from the time of Tita Duran, who's never heard of her, but she's the
No,
mother.
Tita Duran is the
Tita
mother
Duran
of
is
Francis
the mother of
Magalona.
Francis
Yes,
Magalona,
yes.
Pancho Magalona, all the way to the end of the era of Nora Honor,
Yes.
Sharon, and all that. I worked with Sharon. So this is a career that spanned almost 45 years. And
Oh.
45 years, that's such a long time. So I've seen them come and go. And in the process, I have also been a movie producer.
Yes.
I have also directed 4 films.
Ah,
Of course.
really?
Because I also had illusions that, you know, that an actress can be a better director.
Oh,
Because,
you don't think so anymore?
because, well, most of the directors, they have to show what kind of acting they want so that the actor
get it,
or the
yeah. You have to
actresses
demonstrate
can
it
just,
first.
you know.
Mhm.
And in my case, I thought that since I was an actress, it would be easier for me. But the problem was that in all the pictures that I directed, I was also in the movies.
Yes.
Right.
So
yes.
sometimes I
Like,
would
Alan Mel
look at the
Gibson.
camera
And then you
with
run
my
here.
false eyelashes
Yeah.
hitting the lens,
Yeah.
you know. So it was hard because
tedious, yeah.
I was making something at one time in 1 year I made 18 movies,
Wow.
which is not
Wow.
not true
Which
anymore.
you directed.
Yeah, you can't do that
No,
anymore.
no,
You were
no.
starred in.
You
I starred
produced,
in.
you
Right.
starred in.
And this is a combination of working for other producers and working for my own.
Yourself.
Because I would start producing my films once I'm done with the other movies. So unlike other movie stars who are just waiting
For work.
for work,
Yes.
for,
This
for
was
offers,
cycle.
I could already make my own movies, and I am proud of my record that it was in the movies that I produced that I won my best actress.
Wow.
Yeah, because some producers are not so how do you call that? They always want to protect their investment.
Right.
In my case, I said, even if I don't make money, but I just want to play
Quality
the
film.
role.
Yes, yes.
You know, like
And
even
do a
in
good
Hollywood,
movie.
they do that.
Yeah.
You don't want to keep on playing the same role
Right.
Yes, yes.
over and over again.
Yeah.
So it was only in my own movie production where I got to play the role of a prostitute, a call girl, things that a movie producer would not dare invest on me because
Yes.
they would always
See you as a
do
certain
films that is tried and tested
Yeah, the safe.
to make
Yeah.
money.
Okay.
But in my case, I gambled on
Okay, so when you played the prostitute, how did you do to prepare that?
What
What preparations did you do for that
Well,
role?
first of all, I went to this place before, they call it Bayside, where they have
Dancing.
Yeah, hostesses and all that. I was more into my character looking the part.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I saw how they were dressed, I saw how they dressed, how they acted. You know, like loud. They would act.
Are we loud?
Vulgar.
Yeah.
No, it's a different kind.
No, we're
of
lively.
loud, and the way they were dressed.
How
So-
were they dressed before, the prostitutes?
Well, of course, they were dressed like half naked.
No different from today.
Because they would sit around and wait for the men to get them, you know. So they have to look
To table them,
attractive,
yes.
and they have to look sexy.
You
and
can look
whatever.
attractive and not being
And
half
sexy.
naked.
Well,
But nobody will
I'm
get you.
playing
Not to the men.
I'm playing the role of a low-class prostitute, and so.
Was there a redeeming value in your movie?
Oh yeah, of course. Because
Kung hindi, ex yan ang NCRC.
this is how it is. I turned to prostitution because my brother needed a very expensive operation because he was gonna go
So
blind.
you needed the
Yes.
money.
You know, so the usual story
Dala ng
where I had to
matinding
sacrifice
pangangailangan.
myself
Yes.
so that my brother can see, you know.
Yes.
Oh, would you
things
do
like
that in real life? I mean, not be a prostitute, but would you
Of
sacrifice?
course, we always sacrifice for
That much
for the
for-
people we love. And sometimes we can even give our lives. You know, like if you ask me before, after I became a mother, shortly after I became a mother, when I was looking at my daughter, I said, I would cover her with my body. Like I was imagining like if there was a war,
Like an earth,
and there was all this shooting and all that,
Bombs
I
and
would cover my
Daughter,
baby with
yes.
my
Save
brother,
her.
with
Of
my body,
course.
so that she will be safe.
Yeah, like Miss
You know,
Saigon, I
things
swear I
like
give my
that.
life for
Yes,
you. Yeah.
yes, that's how it was.
Right.
So motherhood was another highlight of my life because it really, and you never stop being a mother
Yes.
up
Speaking
to
of
the end
highlights.
of your life.
Speaking of highlights, off the bat, the 3 biggest highlights in your life to date, from then till now.
Well, the time when I won my acting award.
For what
because,
movie?
For that movie, Ibulong Mo sa Hangin.
Right.
Jerry De Leon was directing it. I
Oh,
never
Jerry De Leon.
expected to win. I almost did not attend the awards night.
So why did you decide to attend? There's always something that will make you attend.
Yeah, I did not want to attend the awards night because I wasn't happy with the dress. That,
Yes. Yeah, because you have to be happy and you have to look
Of
good,
Right,
feel
because
good.
sometimes you order a dress and then the
Designer
couturiers will just
Right.
send it to your house. And I wasn't too happy about the dress. But I decided to show solidarity, you know,
To just go.
because in the movie industry, it wasn't such a big industry. And so we have to be united. We have to support each other. We have to support all these award-giving bodies. We were just starting. So it was important that I show my support, especially since they might think that, oh, just because she's a big star now,
Yes.
she doesn't want to,
Yeah.
you know.
So you went.
Yeah, I went.
And?
And so when they called my name, I didn't want to get up. I wanted somebody to tell me, yes, you're hearing right, get up. You know, I thought I was just dreaming when they called out my name. So I didn't even have a speech prepared.
Do you remember what you said?
Oh yeah, I remember thanking
What
my
did you
movie
say?
director because I could not have made such a good movie if it were not for my
Yes.
movie director.
Right.
And what are the other two highlights?
Yeah, other two
The
highlights.
two highlights was my wedding, siguro, no?
Okay.
And then
The third
motherhood.
one, Lisa.
Yeah, the birth of my daughter.
So what do you think you enjoyed more? Acting, directing, or what's the third one?
Producing.
Producing, yeah.
All of the above.
All of the above.
Oh,
Yeah, I like producing because you are in control. I'm a control freak.
Yes, we know that.
In a case where I am a producer, I can dictate what I want. I
Yes.
can do what I want. I can choose the script, the people that I work with. In a movie where I'm just being paid as an actress, I stay in one corner, I read, I always bring a book, and I don't care what happens, what's going on, because I have no input into the movies.
Right.
But as a movie director, the same thing. You can, you have an idea what you want to show. I took up camera management in the States.
you did.
Camera
Where?
management, because the first time the lecturer, Arthur Hill, came into the class, he said, so you are here because you think we are here to teach you how to direct a movie. No, we cannot teach you how to direct a movie. We can only teach you how to put or put into the camera what your ideas are. Because even if you have this idea, if you don't know
How to
how it
translate
can
it.
be translated on screen, then you are a failure,
So
right?
just all the technicalities, but then everything else is left out.
technicalities and also the creativity that is needed in a movie director. But nobody can really teach you how to do it. It is
Right.
something that you really have to learn on your own. So that was good. I like it better than just being a movie star, because as a movie star, you are told what to do.
Yes.
You're like, I always think of myself
Puppets.
as a puppet
Yeah.
on a string, and there is this person,
Yeah, and they're the ones guiding
making you
you.
dance,
Yes,
making
yes.
you do whatever.
But
So-
back then, when you say puppet, did they tell you how to act,
Of
or
course.
they give you a scene and you can attack it
No.
and give your
In
own?
your own
And back then,
style,
you
yeah.
had to do their emotion, whatever the director wanted, right?
At that time,
Yes,
they
yeah.
did not think that movie stars had brains
So they
to,
taught you
to be
everything.
able
robot.
to dissect
Robotic.
the role, the
Yeah.
film.
Yes.
They just tell you how to go about it. Sometimes the script is given to you on the same day
Oh, but don't
that
you
you are
memorize
going.
it? Aren't you supposed to
No,
memorize
but it
the
is
script?
given to you on the same day.